Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. People, as you all know, I am very rarely wrong. But in my last video, the top 11 nostalgic mindfucks, I accidentally gave credit to the wrong person who made those surreal background videos that gave you all nightmares. Now, I am not one to deny credit to a person who scares the abstract shit out of you, so here's the address of the real artist who did those videos. You can find all sorts of animations, illustrations, and fucked uptivity that'll be sure to question your perception of reality. Watch them at your own risk. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about disaster movies. No, not that kind of disaster movie. I mean natural disaster movies. For some reason in the mid-90s, we became really tired of supernatural villains trying to kill us, so we decided, why don't we let the hand of God piss us off? With every natural horror that you could imagine. Volcanoes, shipwrecks, floods, you name it. Well, we did. And what was one of the highest grossing unnatural disaster films to ever come out of that genre? None other than the swirling menace simply known as Twister. Twister, the hot spot. No, that game is kinda hot. I'm talking about the movie totally devoid of hotness. Mostly devoid of hotness. The Jean de Bond epic failure, Twister. A film that asks many daring questions, like how many Bill Paxtons does it take to slam your head against a wall? When did the special effects of tornadoes take over the special effects of storytelling? And is that Daniel from Lost? Well, let's not keep this whirlwind of answers away from us any longer. Let's take a look. So it starts off with, oddly enough, a twister. Oh good, that means the movie's almost over, right? We see a family hide in their shelter, trying to avoid the monstrous beast that approaches them. No, don't do that! You're locking Dorothy and Toto outside! We see the father try to keep the door shut, but just can't compete with the lock that you would more likely find on a restroom door as opposed to the door that's used to protect your family. Talk about a lame way to save a buck at the general store. Damn you cheap Yugoslavian padlocks! The mother and daughter, of course, survived the tornado despite having the door open. So it really would have been better if the father just stood there and did nothing! If you're too stupid to realize that your 2-for-1 sale locks will give out and you'd be leaving your wife and daughter, husband and fatherless, you just might be a poorly written character. Well, enough of that emotional drama, as we suddenly cut to several years later, where, from the sound of it, the opening of Oklahoma is about to begin. We see our main character, Bill Paxton, who's playing a character named Bill. Yeah, that's quite a stretch. He's off to meet up with his current wife, Jo, to have her sign some divorce papers so that he can marry his new fiancée, a psychiatrist named Melissa. And if you think she has any problems with Bill seeing his former wife again, you'd be mistaken. Why? Because he invited her along with him! Oh yeah, that sounds like a romantic weekend, doesn't it? Hey honey, you want to drive 12 hours across some boring fields so you can meet up with my current wife who doesn't want to divorce me at all? What grown girl hasn't? So it turns out Bill and Jo used to chase tornadoes together, as we're introduced to their team of crack scientists, including Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, a chick who I swear is Thelma's sister from Scooby-Doo, and Academy Award winner Philip Seymour Hoffman as Dusty, showing us that he truly knows how to earn that Oscar gold.
The extreme! It's the extreme! Ha! A manly handshake ensues.
Hi, I'll be playing your quirky character actor for the next 20 films I'm in.
Dusty, why don't you explain to Melissa why you are the way you are?
Be careful, he bites. So everyone thinks Bill has returned.
Jo's gonna wig when she sees he's back.
I'm not back.
Hey, welcome back, Bill.
I'm not back.
But he's really just there to meet up with Jo. This shouldn't be uncomfortable at all, should it?
Hi, Jo.
Hey, Bill. I'm happy you found us.
Okay, how long until these two get back together? I mean, you can literally tell in the first sentence that they're going to reconcile, so how many more of these forced I'm not into you scenes do we have to put up with? Okay, I'm just gonna get this over with.
So you want the papers?
See him.
Could you need them right this second?
Well, that'd be nice.
Jesus, what's the urgency? You act like you're getting married.
I am.
My God! The tornado levels are okay, but the awkward levels are through the roof!
Is it Melinda?
Melissa.
Wasn't there a Melinda in there somewhere?
No, there's only been Melissa since you.
All right, not much for browsing, are you?
No, I guess I'm not.
Alright, this is painful. Let's see how things are going with Dusty and Melissa.
The suck zone.
In second thought, go back to the awkward couple.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
Bill just told me the happy news.
Which?
Us, marriage.
Dude, you taking the vows? Sweet.
Oh good, Dusty approves.
We just wanted to get it done before Billy started his new job.
That's right, right. Weatherman.
What?
What?
Don't say it.
I said weatherman. I think it's
Oh,
great.
you had that tone.
There was no tone. If you have a problem being a weatherman.
I don't have a problem being a weatherman.
Because this is what I want to see in a tornado movie. Couples arguing. It's like the Lifetime of disaster films.
New truck.
That's right.
Oh boy, new job, new truck, new wife. It's like a whole new you.
I'm sorry, I still forgot my character from Mad About You. Allow me to fix it never.
I wasn't expecting on coming out here at all. You said you'd meet me.
It's about Dorothy.
Dorothy? What about her?
She's here.
Show me.
Well, I hope you would after what you did to her. No, Dorothy turns out is a machine designed to go inside a tornado and release sensors to study its movement.
Scientists have been studying tornadoes forever, but still nobody knows how a tornado works.
We have to get inside its head, study its psyche.
How do you get it in the tornado?
It's the suck zone.
Alright, keep the camera off of Dusty Way, it's hard enough watching the main characters. But faster than you can say blow me, the beginnings of a tornado are spotted, and the team must rush to get Dorothy inside, forgetting again about those pesky divorce papers.
Hey, Bill, glad you're back! I'm not back!
The more I say it, the more it confirms my not being backness. But all is not well in Tornado Land as the team is accompanied by some unwelcomed old friends. Jonas. The very name invites douchebag. It turns out Jonas is their evil competition, driving in all black vehicles. So, why do they hate each other so much?
We all started out in the same lab, and Jonas went out and got himself some corporate sponsors.
That son of a bitch!
He's got a lot of high-tech gadgets, but he's got no instincts. He's in it for the money, not the science.
Not like us. We like being financially bankrupt with no money to support our research. It gives us an edge. But as it turns out, Jonas, played by Carrie Elways, has his own version of Dorothy as well, which makes Paxton mad!
Hey, what'd you think? I wasn't gonna find out about this?
What the hell are you talking about?
Dorothy.
Oh, I get it. You want to take credit for my design.
You like that? I'm doing an American and a Southern accent, so you can't even tell that I'm British.
It was our idea, and you know it.
Unrealized idea. Unrealized.
Geesh, I never knew tornado hunting was such a competitive sport. Look at his performance. There are flies that eat shit that don't spawn as many shit-eating grins as he does.
So stick around, because the days of sniffing the dirt are over.
And remember to eat plenty of Welch's Grape Chili, one of the sponsors on this little exposition now in a squeezable bottle.
Oh, and by the way, I really enjoy your weather reports.
I'll teach you to make fun of television meteorology.
Okay!
So Bill agrees to stick around to help Dorothy fly, because Laura knows he can't let Jonas get to it first.
Everything okay?
It's okay, everything's fine. Everything's
sure?
Fine. Yeah, everything's okay.
Yeah, we're just hanging out with the woman I'm still technically married to for a day without your permission, increasing the possibilities that we'll ultimately get back together in front of your eyes. Is that cool? So we see Bill try to get in tune with the wind and the clouds, trying to be one with the storm. Gee, it's almost as if Bill can read the storm's mind, like he can tell what the storm is thinking. But that would be absolutely retarded, wouldn't it?
So you're telling me that Billy knows what a storm is thinking?
Something like that. Gum?
That's right, he can tell what the storm is thinking. He can also read the minds of trees, chipmunks, and garbage cans. Gum? Finally, a twister is spotted as the team rushes to the cars to try and hunt it down. So Bill's gonna ride with his wife, right?
Listen, follow us in the truck, but stay behind Dusty's van. You'll be safe back there. I gotta go with Joe.
Nope. It turns out this mission is too important to ride with your fake loved ones. In this situation, it's better to ride with your loved ones in denial. I don't know how to leave him. While they're driving towards the twister, we're fortunate enough to listen to some of Annoyance's greatest hits. How is this the least bit charming? No, I don't need any musical help from you, okay? That's just scary.
Oklahoma,
where the wind comes
Oh, please, not another song! This is a little too much to handle. No, this is crazy. This is madness. This isn't the least bit delightful. Is there an ejection button anywhere? Alright, elephant! Come back here, you coward! Don't leave me! Thank God a monstrous disaster arrives to lighten the mood, as Jonas isn't far behind the storm chaser's tracks.
Dr. Miller?
Yes?
I think they turned left here.
Do it.
Jonas!
You got it!
What, did it suck up a choir? So now that we've finally spotted one of God's most awesome feats of nature, what are we gonna do? Argue, of course.
She's a therapist.
Yours?
Christ,
What?
you couldn't resist,
I'm
could
not
you?
saying you
Come
need
on.
therapy.
What?
I'm
What?
not.
Wait. I need therapy?
I didn't say that.
I need a therapist?
I didn't
What
say
could I
that.
possibly need a therapist for?
I don't know.
You're the doctor, tell me.
I was just wondering if we're gonna chase this tornado or if you just want to catch the next one.
Shit!
No, wait! I want to see who's gonna win that argument!
Belzer, is it on the ground?
I got it.
Aw, do we have to see that onslaught of wind and destruction? I was hoping they were gonna talk about their financial situations next!
Funnel getting thicker. It's moving fast. Coming towards you, John.
Is it me or did the tornado just roar?
Coming towards you, John.
What, were there some dinosaurs in that barn house or something? So they hide under a bridge, which is actually the stupidest thing you can do, considering not only can it collapse on you, but it's also a wind tunnel of suction, as Joe becomes fascinated by the mysterious wonder. I'm so intrigued by the way it spins. So the tornado leaves them, but takes the truck somehow, as it quickly disappears into the atmosphere.
Where's my truck?
Did you just say truck? That's awesome!
Yeah, because that's what Hysterical Woman wants to see. Philip Seymour Hoffman, right up in your face. And who's following close behind? Jonas! Look at that, they pass right by and don't even help them out. That's what corporate sponsors do to you kids.
Give me a kiss, baby.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
That's right, kiss him once for me, Dusty! Wait. So they decide to pick up their feet and try again, as another tornado is on the move, following right behind the Jackass Brigade.
Gotta admire their spirit.
Yes, but you also have to admire hefty Ziploc bags, because every tornado hunter should keep their food cleaner, fresher, better. Hiya.
Blow me.
But Bill senses a disturbance in the force.
What are you doing? Wait.
Look at the updraft. The angle. It's gonna shift its track.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a sidewinder.
So like they said, we don't know anything about how a tornado works except exactly where it's going to go. You don't need science, just ask Dances with Funnel Clouds over there.
And it's moving away!
Looks like they're gonna intercept.
Damn it, Tony, I thought you told me this thing was gonna stay on the same heading.
Well, that's what you get when you're in it for the money, sir. So they come across a pair of tornadoes over a bridge where they can actually see cows flying right past them.
I gotta go, Julia. We got cows.
It's okay. They were taking me to McDonald's anyway.
So the tornado passes over our heroes and, once again, it suddenly disappears. Have you noticed how they just immediately vanish after every encounter? What, does Bill Paxton taste bad or something?
Ha!
Sadly though, Bill's wife is not the least bit enthralled.
You know, when you used to tell me that you chased tornadoes, deep down I always just thought it was a metaphor.
There are no metaphors, honey. The movie's not clever enough for them. So Dusty and the team inform Joe that they need to take a break and get something to eat.
Food.
Use your adult words! So they drop by Joe's aunt, where she cooks up some steak and eggs for the entire group. There, they get a nasty little encounter on the TV screen.
Well, for me, it's a thrilling fact. Nature.
Jonas!
They are very, very unpredictable. as some of my more unfortunate colleagues found out earlier on today.
Ugh, turn him off.
But we hope to change all that with a system that I have devised.
Right after I'm done watching Kung Fu Panda on Blu-ray and DVD, available in most Walmart stores. While there, we also hear about the different levels that tornadoes are classified as, such as F1, F2, and so forth.
What was that, an F3?
Solid F2.
Little encounter we had back there is a strong F2, F3 maybe.
Bet we see some F4s today.
You know, tornadoes don't sound as threatening when you name them after buttons on your keyboard.
Is there an F5?
We don't mention F5s in this house, little lady.
What would that be like?
The finger of God.
Yeah, the middle finger, maybe. You see, F3 would be like the nose hairs of God. F4, you might be lucky to get the toenail. F5, that's the whole fucking finger.
None of you have ever seen an F5?
Just one of us.
Ah, that poor lost soul that Bill Paxton isn't the least bit in love with. She was the girl in the beginning of the movie who lost her father to the Twister. And as we see in the next tornado hunt they go on, she's obsessed with hunting every last one down. Why? Does she think her father's gonna show up in one of them?
You've never seen what that thing can do, so don't talk to me about it. You've never seen it! You've never seen it miss this house, and miss that house, and come after you!
Yes, apparently a factually bound scientist is convinced that tornadoes are in fact serial killers. And even though they're nowhere near the CB radio, Melissa hears every single word they're saying.
Joe, things go wrong. You can't explain it. You can't predict it. Stop living in the past and look at what you got right in front of you.
What are you saying?
Me, Joe.
I'm still not in love with you, though. Gee, I'm starting to think that this asshole who tossed me aside on several occasions and ignores me every chance he gets actually has a thing for her. Meanwhile, at a drive-in where they're showing much better scary movies, Melissa starts thinking that maybe being married to someone who's still married to another person by every meaning of the definition isn't such a good thing. But she doesn't have long to think about it, as guess what the hell shows up? No, it can't be. Are you really serious? How many tornadoes can there be in one day? Is this like the 11th belated plague of Egypt? I mean, this simply does not happen.
It's coming! It's headed right for us! It's already here.
Of course it's already here! Just assume it's always in the coffee shop waiting for you. And just to make the monsterization of this Twister complete, they're nice enough to put the face of Jack Nicholson over the cloud. Isn't that so? Here's Twisty. Once again, the tornado vanishes after passing over them, but the tornado busters seem to have a good idea about where it'll appear again.
Storm to be extremely dangerous.
It looks to hit Wakita head on.
That would lead them back home.
Oh, wait, Luke! It's too dangerous.
So they rush to her aunt's house as they look over all the destruction it left behind. Joe, I guess, sees a ghostly image of her family, which is kind of strange because she's in it too. Avenge my twistery death. As they get to her house and manage to pull her out before the place collapses. They say it's because the building gave away, but I don't know, I think it's because Dusty stepped on it. Here, Melissa finally decides to talk to Bill and dump the idiotic bastard.
I'm saying goodbye. You know what? I can't compete with this. The funny thing is, I'm not that upset.
I can't imagine why that is.
What about you?
Oh, don't worry about me.
As long as I'm far away from Dusty, I'll be okay. But it looks like the final battle is just ahead of them, as Dusty reports on, big surprise, another tornado in the area.
I don't even know if you want to know, but it's happening. NSSL's predicting an F5.
All right, Twister, it's payback time. And it is a beautiful day for a fight. The crowds are hyped, the fighters are ready, and we're excited to see the most implausible, unpractical, of ridiculous climaxes. It's a beautiful day for our intelligence to be insulted.
God, he sucks.
But before they can get there, someone else is beating them to the punch. Jonah! But Bill tries to warn them that they're too close to the tornado and that it's gonna turn around and hit them.
Jonas, listen to me. This is not
Get off this frequency, Bill.
Jonas, I'm telling you. Eddie, I know you can hear me. Turn around now.
Maybe we should do what he says. He'd never put us in harm's way.
When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
I don't need your opinion, I don't need any man's opinion. I'm Jonas P. Opinion Hater! But it may turn out that wasn't such a hot idea. Remember to drink Pepsi! Well, they could still be okay. Probably not. But the Twister quickly starts coming after our heroes as it throws everything in their path.
Right!
Push the A button! Push the A button! Everything you can imagine is thrown at them. Wheels, debris, tractors, even a friggin' house. Oh God, what else could they possibly throw in their way? Look out! It's the Sears Tower! The Titanic! Ozzy Osbourne!
What's all this about the tornado? Hey!
Finally, the two get Dorothy in the Twister and release all the sensors. Wow! And what do the sensors tell us? That tornadoes are unpredictable. Fuck! But the F5 isn't through as it continues to actually follow our heroes everywhere they go. What, do they have some tornado treats in their pockets?
God! Come on! Run for it!
This is a bug hunt! Game over, man! Game over! Horse! So, how do they eventually outsmart the Twister? By strapping themselves to a pipe with a leather belt.
These pipes go down at least 30 feet! We anchor to it, we might have a chance!
Of course! Here I thought the smart thing to do was hide in a shelter or a basement. But nope, if you got a belt and a set of pipes, strap yourself to them and you won't even be lifted off the ground. That's the smarty thing to do. The tornado, of course, passes over without one bit of debris touching them and apparently keeping the wind breeze to a minimum as they can keep their eyes open to witness the center. Wow, it's so implausible. And once again, after it passes over them, the mighty F5 Twister decides to vanish into thin air.
I'll get you next time, Paxton. Next time.
I still want a divorce. So, after giving the finger to the finger of God and surviving what no other person in the history of mankind has ever survived, what do our main characters do? Argue.
You gotta start analysis of all that data?
I did.
Yeah, we gotta generate models off of all this data, and I need to run the lab.
No. You're doing the analysis. I'm running the lab.
You're running the lab? I don't think so.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You're an idiot! You're a bitch! You're annoying! And you're a god-awful movie! Why was this movie such a big hit? Because of the effects, nothing else. Because when you really look at this ass-fest of a movie, you see nothing but what ass-fests always produce: crap, crap, crap. It's so horrifically bad that even scared the Burger King away, and he's usually the one scaring other people away. Oh, come on, BK, come out from under the bed. No, he's crying now. No, come on, Philip Seymour Hoffman isn't here anymore. No, he's gone. No, come on. Hold on a second. I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember it? So you don't have to. Hey, come on, come out from under there. Come on, I'll get you some McDonald's. Ah! Sorry.